What's going on, movie fans? My name is Michael Weer. I love talking about movies, and we've officially made it to my favorite month of the entire year, the spookiest month of the entire year, and that, of course, would be October of 2024. And with a brand new month comes a brand new slate of movies, and that's what we're going to talk about here today. We are going to talk about all of the brand new upcoming movie releases that are on my personal radar for the month of October 2024. And if there's something that you're looking forward to that I don't talk about here today, well, let me know about that in the comment section down below. There's so many movies coming out, whether they're going to streaming or they're going to theaters, and sometimes I miss some things, but you guys have been awesome to clue me in, and sometimes I go check those movies out, and I'm very surprised and I'm very happy I went and saw them, like last month when I saw The Substance. With that said, if this is the first time you're finding my channel, I would love for you to hit subscribe and maybe check out the rest of the content that's on my channel. I've got so many Blu-ray talk videos, or movie reviews, series reviews, or ranked list videos, and of course, at the beginning of every month, I give you a rundown of all of the upcoming movies for that month, and it's always a fun time. So I would love for you to subscribe, check out the rest of it, and if you've been here before, you know the next part, and that of course is going to be, let's talk about all of the upcoming movie releases for October of 2024. The first group of movies comes out on October 3rd.
On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was.
It's October 3rd.
And on October 3rd, we get 3 brand new horror films. They are all going directly to streaming, which means you can open your windows, get that fall breeze going, put a blanket on, get some hot cocoa, and watch horror films from the comfort of your own home. Sign me up. But the first one we're going to talk about today is Salem's Lot, going directly to HBO Max. And this is, of course, a remake of the Stephen King classic film Salem's Lot. And I'm excited for this one, but mostly my intrigue comes from why this thing was in release date hell for over a year. This movie was ready to go almost a year ago, and they told us, oh, it's going to streaming. Wait, it's going to theaters. It's going to streaming. It's going to theaters. And I don't know why this thing got caught up in release date hell, but we finally are going to get it on October 3rd, and I'm excited to see what this one's going to be about. I've never seen the original Salem's Lot, so I know the general plot, but I don't know much about the movie, and I'm excited to see this one, so I'll let you guys know what I think about it when it comes out. Are you excited for Salem's Lot? The next movie coming out on October 3rd is called House of Spoils, and this movie is going directly to Amazon Prime, so you can watch it there. And this movie is about a woman who is a chef. She opens a restaurant at this remote estate, but then a strange evil presence is starting to sabotage her along the way. And that's really all I know. I've not seen a preview of this film. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but again, it's a horror film in the spooky month. I'm drawn to it. And the last couple of chef-based horror films that we've gotten have been pretty good, so I'm looking forward to House of Spoils. And the final movie coming out on October 3rd is called Hold Your Breath, and this film is going directly to Hulu, and it's set in the 1930s during these wild dust storms, and this woman believes that something is in her house and threatening her family. Again, I don't have much to go on for this film other than the synopsis that's online and the fact that it's going directly to streaming, so I will be checking this one out. Have you guys heard about it? Are you excited about it? But now we move on to October 4th, and on October 4th we get 3 more theatrically released films. We'll stick with that horror theme, talking about the first one of the weekend here, and that would be Monster Summer. And Monster Summer is about a boy named Noah and his friends who find this mysterious evil on an island. They recruit this detective to help him, and they go on a monster hunting adventure. That's really all I know about this film. Again, another film I have not seen the preview for, but it sounds like a fun premise of a film. I'm hoping it's something along the lines of Summer of '84. That would make me really happy. The next film coming out on October 4th is actually the first non-horror film that we're talking about in this video, and it's called White Bird. And White Bird stars Helen Mirren as a woman telling her story of Nazi-occupied France and how she and the love of her life met each other under these horrible circumstances where they were running from the Nazis. It's not necessarily a movie I'm going to rush to the theaters on, although it's another movie that got stuck in release date hell, because I remember seeing the preview for this last year, and then they just didn't put it out. So I'm kind of intrigued why this movie didn't get put out immediately, because it didn't seem like, oh, we're really building to something, or we're biding our time. So we'll see. We'll see if I have the time. I'll check this one out. It'll probably be one that I watch on streaming once it hits streaming. And finally, guys, the last movie coming out on October 4th, the headline movie of the weekend, the one I already have my tickets to. It is on my most anticipated movies of 2024 list, and it is Joker 2, Folie à Deux. And I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I do know it means a shared delusion between two people. And this movie, of course, brings back Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker after the events of the first film, and it brings in Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. And I'm so excited to see what they do with this. That first movie really felt like lightning in a bottle, but Todd Phillips was like, no, I have an idea for a second film, and the first movie made over $1 billion, so they were like, yes, you can go ahead and make a second film. So I'm excited to see what they do. I'm a little skeptical because I've heard this is more of a musical than it is a movie, and I don't tend to love musicals, but we'll see. So Joker 2, I'm excited about it. Are you guys going to go see it this weekend? On October 11th, guys, we get 2 brand new movie releases. The first one is called Saturday Night, and Saturday Night is a look at the creation of Saturday Night Live and how so many people didn't think it would work, how so many people expected it to fail. But Saturday Night Live and the creators of Saturday Night Live and the crew that kicked that show off really pushed it to the heights that we now know it today. And I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, yeah, Saturday Night Live has always been a staple in my life. Like, I've just always known it as a show that's on. But of course, there was a point in time where it didn't exist and they had to prove themselves to become the mega hit that it is today. And I'm excited about watching Saturday Night. And the other movie coming out this weekend, some would say it's the headline. I guess it depends what camp you're in. Some people will think Saturday Night. Some people will think this movie. I'm leaning toward this movie, and it is, of course, Terrifier 3. Now, Terrifier is a franchise that I completely swore off on my channel 2 years ago when Terrifier 2 came out. I watched the first movie. I was like, all right, not for me. It's got a lot of gore in it, not a lot of story. I guess if you like a lot of gore, you'll enjoy these movies. And then I went and saw the second film, and I was like, okay, now they put too much story into it, and there's still too much gore for me. I like a good amount of gore. I like a good Saw film, but I need a good story to go along with my gore. And for me, Terrifier 2 just threw everything it could at the wall. The runtime was way too long, and I was like, you know what? I'm done with Art the Clown. I'm done with it completely. I'll never watch another movie. And then they were like, all right, we understand that, but what if it happens at Christmas and he takes Santa's face and his beard? And I'm like, God damn it, I'm in. So yeah, I'm excited about Terrifier 3. This is a movie they've started to hype almost last year, I think, when the Terrifier 3 teaser poster came out, and he's got Santa's beard and he's near a tree, and I was like, you're putting a Terrifier movie at Christmas? God damn it, I've got to watch it. And so, yeah, I'm going to see Terrifier 3. I'm hoping that it is a bloody good time. I do need a good amount of story with my gore, but at this point with the Terrifier franchise, I realize I'm either going to get a subpar story and a ton of gore, or I'm not going to be happy. So I know what I'm getting at least when I go into this one. So Terrifier 3, I will be checking it out. Will you? On October 18th, guys, we get 4 brand new movies, the first of which is called Old Guy, and this is a film we talked about in the September upcoming movies, but they decided to move it from its September 30th release to October 18th, and I don't know why it moved, but it did. So if you want to hear more of my thoughts of Old Guy, you can check that video out. I'll be trying to check this one out on October 18th. The next movie coming out on October 18th is a sweet romantic love story called Honora, and that's all I know about it. No, of course, I'm kidding. This movie is about a girl who is a sex worker in Brooklyn who marries the son of a Russian oligarch, and both of their sets of parents are not happy about it. So it's got a little bit of comedy, a little bit of drama. I'm looking forward to it. The previews have done it for me, and the first reactions that came out of the first screening at Fantastic Fest were great. So I'm looking forward to Honora, hoping to check this one out on opening weekend, but it is playing in limited release, so I hope I don't have to travel to go see this film. The next movie coming out on October 18th looks like a feel-good movie, might even be feel-good movie of the year, and it stars Michael Keaton, and it's called Goodrich. And Goodrich is about a man around the holidays whose wife leaves him, goes to rehab, threatens divorce. It's all messy, but they have twin 9-year-olds, and it sort of pushes him to become a father to those twins that he's never really had to be a full-time dad over, and it forces him to reconnect with his grown older daughter who is pregnant and going through some things of her own. So again, it looks like a feel-good movie. I hope it is. I hope it's just like something after I see Terrifier the week before, I'm like, oh, that was really sweet. Like maybe a Goodrich and a Nora double feature might help me out after Terrifier. We'll see. And the final movie coming out on October 18th that will probably break up that sweet weekend I was just talking about is a horror film called Smile 2. Now, if you know anything about the Smile franchise, the first Smile movie came out a couple years ago, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good time. It's about this parasite demon that latches onto you. You start seeing people with these ridiculous smiles all around you. You see them in the streets, you see them in your house, and then eventually this thing comes after you with the intention to kill you. Now, I thought it was a one and done film. I didn't think there was enough content there to really give us a second movie, but here we are. We're getting Smile 2 on October 18th, and it looks like a fun horror movie right before Halloween, and that's what I'm hoping we get. On October 25th, the final weekend of the month, we get two brand new movies. The first one is called Conclave, and Conclave is a film about the Catholic Church, or more specifically, the selection of a new pope. And the movie focuses around a character called Cardinal Lawrence, played by Ralph Fiennes. And Cardinal Lawrence's whole job is to select this new pope, but he starts uncovering secrets about the Catholic Church. Now, that's all I know. I don't know if this is based off true events. I kind of want to go in blind to this film, because if I find out it's based off true events, it might be skewed, or if I find out that this movie is not based on true events, I don't want some, like, if it's going to take a weird supernatural element to it, I just don't want to know. I want to go in pretty blind to this film. So Conclave comes out on October 25th, and I'm looking forward to it. And the final movie coming out on October 25th, the final movie we're going to talk about here today, and that is Venom: The Last Dance. This is Sony's third entry into the Venom franchise. This movie looks like it's going to bring in so many more symbiotes, and I don't know if this is Venom's last dance as in Tom Hardy is no longer going to play Venom. Maybe they don't have him locked up past a 3-picture deal, and this is his third movie. I don't know if this is just teasing the fans to get people to go watch another Sony movie after that abysmal Madam Web. I don't know. I don't know a lot of things. All I know is that Venom: The Last Dance comes out on October 25th, and I'm gonna go see it. I really enjoyed that original Venom film. I thought Venom: Let There Be Carnage was good, but they kind of nerfed Carnage, and I didn't understand why they would do that. But now you've got Venom: The Last Dance, and the trailer looks funny, and that's what these movies are. I've gotten past the point that they're going to be some rich sort of cinematic comic book. They're just Sony churned out comic book films that are hopefully going to give you a good time and make you laugh, and maybe they've learned from their Madam Web mistakes. We'll see. With all that said, those are all of the brand new movies that are coming out in October of 2024. Are you excited about any of these? If you are, let me know in the comment section down below. Did I miss any movies that you're looking forward to? If I did, let me know in the comment section down below. And finally, guys, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, because it helps the video, it helps the channel, and it helps me right here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. All right, guys, we got to the end of the October 2024 upcoming movie releases. I hope you guys have a chance to check some of these out. And throughout the month, I will be doing as many reviews for these movies as possible. So keep a look on my channel for those upcoming reviews. Finally, guys, if you like this content and you want to check out other content, well, I've got all of my horror movie reviews right there. And I've got all of my 2024 movie reviews right there.